Hey, good morning. I hope our neighbors to the north had a great Canada Day, a celebration of national pride and autonomy. But while Canadians were waving their flags, a lot's been brewing beneath the surface of U.S.-Canada relations. And it's time to talk about what's really going on. Let's break it down. Canada has long been a critical trade partner for the U.S., but over the years, that relationship's become increasingly one-sided. U.S. dairy, lumber, and agricultural producers face tariffs, quotas, and regulation, while Canadian goods often flowed south with far fewer barriers. Under the previous U.S. administration, those imbalances were largely tolerated. But in 2025, President Trump returned with a clear message: no more. He reimposed tariffs, reset negotiations, and signaled that mutual benefit must mean mutual respect. And as the pressure mounted on Canadian markets, cracks started to show. Amid rising internal frustrations and political fatigue, Prime Minister Trudeau stepped down, or what I would say quit, a move that surprised few given the growing discontent across provinces like Alberta and Saskatchewan. The Liberal Party, rather than course correcting, doubled down. They elected Mark Carney Levey, a global finance figure and longtime World Economic Forum affiliate, as Canada's new leader. His background? Well, let's see. Bank of Canada, Bank of England, World Bank advisory boards. In other words, a think tank technocrat, not a man of the people. And his very first move, a digital services tax, targeting U.S. tech giants like Google, Meta, and Amazon under the guise of equity. No consultation, no negotiation, just a unilateral tax designed to rake in revenue from American innovation. The Trump administration didn't wait. Trade talks were suspended, tariffs on Canadian exports were raised, especially aluminum, lumber, and dairy. And within just a few days, Canada reversed course. The tax was rescinded before it ever took effect, quietly, with no press conference, to keep negotiations alive and to prevent a broader economic backlash. That wasn't diplomacy, that was strength. While Ottawa was swapping leaders and fumbling economic policy, Alberta was preparing for something far more serious, a push for sovereignty. Premier Danielle Smith passed legislation that allows for a referendum on separation, with just 177,000 signatures required to trigger a vote. Frustrations over climate restrictions, energy policy, and wealth distribution are reaching a breaking point, and Albertans are asking hard questions. Some are calling for full independence, while others have floated an idea that once seemed unthinkable: joining the United States. It's not mainstream, but it's not fringe anymore either. Well, let's be honest, Alberta, becoming the 51st U.S. state, isn't on any official ballot, but the fact that it's even a public conversation speaks volumes. It reflects a growing divide within Canada, and a reminder that when federal policies ignore the will of provinces, consequences follow. So whether Alberta stays, leaves, flexes its autonomy, one thing's clear: Ottawa's grip is slipping and Washington's influence is growing. So Canada Day was yesterday, and we genuinely hope our Canadian friends had a chance to celebrate with pride. But now that the fireworks have faded, the facts are still on the table. The digital tax, scrapped. Alberta's pushing back. And Trump's not playing soft on trade anymore. Now, this isn't about division. It's about respect, accountability, and strong leadership on both sides of the border. So to our friends up north, we love you, eh? But just a heads up, Lord Stanley's Cup, we're keeping it. So now, let's open the floor, because this one's big. Was Canada's digital tax a smart move, or just a shot across the bow? Is Alberta serious, or just sending a message to Ottawa? And is Levey the right leader for Canada, or just another globalist suit? And more importantly, can the US and Canada get back to a real partnership without politics getting in the way? Drop your thoughts in the comments, especially if you're tuning in from the Great White North. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're both just getting started. This is Pardon the Curiosity, where we don't pull punches. We do ask the right questions.